tutumie tulipokuwa navyo hali za maisha kwa ajili ya kunafaa na kuwatenga kama watu kama hao. Lakini sisi inatupasa kuishi na kutambua kwamba hii yote sio kweli maisha. Tunapaswa kuinuana na kusaidiana kwa jambo lolote ambalo tunakupaswa kufanya. Si hivyo maisha tunapaswa kuwa hali halisi ya maisha. Tukiishi kwa upendo pamoja kama hivi, unaonaje maisha? What if it was you? What will you do?
No one can run away from this situation.
No, you're still alive! Just breathe in and out.
You mad?
What I feel is what we feel.
Our interest is their interest. Why? Their life is boring to us. Stop discrimination.
Stop discrimination. We are all human.
Makofi yao jamani. Nakwambia imeweza kuwa tamu tena zaidi, lakini pia anashangaa kuna nini? Mr. Kamau, kuna watu wamekuwa na dansi hapa na wamepiga dansi moja hatari tena kwa sana. Makofi mara tena kwao. Tunapozidi kupatia makofi. Next stage. Ni jamaa mwenye vokali za kwake tu, jamaa ambaye ameweza kunoa sauti, imeweza kuwa tamu tena zaidi. Atakuwa anawaangushieni kitu moja hatari tu.
Nipo na white girl, asante KSB. Nipo na white girl, asante KSB. Nipo na white girl, asante KSB.
Wamesema asante nani? Kwa wale ambao wafahamu KSB ni Kenya Society for the. Makofi tena kwao wanapoongea kwenye stage. Yeah. So next on stage, let us show some love. Nimesema some nini? Some nini? Yaani na maana kwamba nimetokea tu maeneo ya Huisero Kakamega huko, lakini nimekuja KSB just for minajili wakisha kwamba tunaserekea nini? World International White Kids Water. jamani. Mnalala? Ama mjala? Msijali, tujaliana ameshawajali. So changamke jamani tu. If you are ready, my DJ is ready. Excellent. Where are you, bro? Are you ready, man? If he's ready, my DJ is ready. The floor is yours. Makofi kwake tena jamani.
Hello, hi guys. Afternoon. My name is Gabriel Excellence Mutali. I'm a student at Sangama University of Journalism. And I'm just about for this wonderful opportunity given to us today to celebrate this White Canes Day, which began in 1964 in the US, to celebrate and commemorate the achievements of people with disabilities. And I know disability for sure is not what? Inability. You guys are so down. Do you believe that? Do you believe that? And let me hear you shout that I can do it, say it. Say I can do it. Don't you ever give up in life. I want the song called Yes We Have to Penda, which is a gospel song, and I given my life to serving the Lord for everything He's done for me. I love my son all night. I never seen the hand of God helping me in so many situations and circumstances. So I made up my mind that I will serve Him all the days of my life as my gift, and I won't go back on that. So I want to sing the chorus of the song. Yes, you know what it is. Okay, the chorus is in Swahili and Luganda, although I'm not from Uganda. So I'm going to teach you the Luganda part, okay? Okay, say Tatanze Kwagara. Come on, say it again. Tatanze Kwagara. Zeni mwana wo. Ulikata wange. Yesu ninakupenda, mimi mwana wako. because of that, I was so much downcast, and I have taken suicide. I went to all the hospitals in Kenya, where we found up here, lions, including the top maybe on number day, and they will never see you. But I'm here to say that don't change it on you, because there's something that I know. God always has a purpose for everything that happens in your life. It doesn't happen for the purpose of happening, but there is something behind it. And maybe sometimes in the future you go to see it. So you can make it, and you can make it. This ability is not an ability. God bless you.
Nipatie makofi akiwa jamani. Jamani vizuri. Sasa ile wakati yuko na get someone mwenye anafanya babu zetu zifanye namna gani? Zivunjike. Nakwambia time yetu iko mbaya kidogo, so in case iko yapona unakuja kwa stage, tafadhali fanya hala tukiza maneno kidogo, manake we are running short of time na wageni wetu tayari washafika, so itakuwa ni vizuri kupatia chance. You only do with a maximum of 3 minutes tafadhali, ili usipite hapo, sawa? Makofi tena kwa the one and only Peter Katua.
Thank you very much, Peter Katua, for taking us to the Banana Land, Uganda. I'd like to pass some small announcements as the Bunjabavu entertainer takes the stage. Don't feel pressed in case you want to ease yourself. On the left side of the tent, behind the smaller tent outside, there are portable washrooms. So find yourself there in case you want to ease yourself. Karibu sana Bunjabavu. How are you? Majana msiraji na karibu katika kipindi cha leo cha mahojiano, na hilo ni siku muhimu sana kwa kuwa tuko katika ofisi za Kenya Certificate Bank, na tuko na wageni mbalimbali, ikiwa leo ni siku ya Waitele, yani siku ya kijiti cheupe ama kingo nyeupe. Mimi wenu aliki na karibuni. Leo tumekuja na watu mbalimbali, ikiwemo ni watu wa bodaboda. Mtu wa bodaboda, unasukumana na watu mbalimbali, hebu weka bodaboda vizuri. Tuko na watu wanakuja magari ya kifahari. We mtu wa Prado unasumbua watu sana, hebu weka Prado yako vizuri. Tunakuja na watu mbalimbali ambao hata watoto wao wamekuja, watoto wamekuja na wazazi wao, wamekuja kushuhudia leo Waitele. Tuko na waheshimiwa mbalimbali ambao watatoa nafasi ya kuzungumza. Ripoti wetu ana mambo zaidi.
Hapa ni KSB, ikimaanisha Kenya Society for the Blind kwa Kiingereza. Je, kunani leo? Je, una yapi ya kusema Mheshimiwa Mwaura? Nimesikia leo umekuja kuona vile kunaendelea na umekuja kusherehekea na sisi.
Wacha niseme hivi. Leo ni siku kubwa kwetu, ama vipi? Leo ni siku kubwa. Oh my God. Kwa hivyo leo ningependa kusema kwamba serikali leo imeona tuko na numbers. Tuko na numbers. Na kwa hivyo ningependa kuambia wale wengine ambao wanatusimamia kina National Council ya kwamba kazi kwenu.
Ndio. Salala. Naje, mwenyeji una yapi ya kusema? Karibu Mwana Samson. Our senators. I die. and all the protocol observed. And in fact, we are very happy. Today is a very important day, so you feel at home. Ndio. Na baada ya kujisikia nyumbani, kuna watu ambao ni waziri wapya ambao wanangojea kutawazwa kirasmi. Je, mtu wa jambo? Je, kama waziri wa nchi za nje, utawafanyia nini walemavu?
Yes. So, what I see, kila ndio kufanya ni kwamba naongea juu ya import, kuhusu walemavu vile wanafaa kuimport mambo ya vitu zao, bidhaa zao, ama namna gani? So, msimamo wetu kama serikali ni hapa nimesimama. What am I saying?
Oh my God.
Salala ni hapa. Lakini gavana wetu kuna yapi ya kusema?
All the people of Nairobi. Nimeona Nairobians ni wengi wale ambao unajua wanasema disability is not disability.
Inability.
I'm still learning. So you are most welcome. Yes, thank you.
Ali Mtungi. Nikiwaaga kwa mama mmoja, nikiwaaga kwa mazungumzo ya mama mmoja ambaye ameleta mtoto wake hapa ili ahudhurie siku ya leo. Ali Mtungi.
Kwa kweli mimi nilifurahi kuja hapa.
Apparently we are, the Kenya Power and Lighting Company has decided to mess up. But again, we won't stop celebrating our day. And we should recognize the presence of our partners that have made the day possible today. Remember, we are celebrating the International White Chain Awareness Day, proudly hosted by the Kenya Society for the Blind, in partnership with the Insurance Regulatory Authority, Consortium of Disabled Persons Organizations of Kenya, Repentance Church, Sight of Relief, Kenya Development Corporation, WFLIP, National Fund for the Disabled of Kenya, Zulu Fortitude, FCO, Red Cross, Southern Trans Global Kenya, Roto, Rotary Club of Nairobi, Manu Chandaria, Lions Guru, Unga, Isuzu Limited, Safaricom PLC, National Council for Persons with Disability, Harris Limited. Those are the official partners that have made this day possible. Kindly stand up and wave to the crowd, our partners, wherever you are. Thank you very much. Asante sana. This juncture, I don't know whether our electricity has decided to behave, but again, opportunity to welcome the Executive Director, Kenya Society for the Blind, to start us off, give us an opening note, and again, proceed to welcome Honorable Isaac Mwaura. Karibu sana bwana Wawira.
MC, this will tell you that I was not doing my voice. But thank you very much. Honorable Isaac Mwaura, our nominated Senator, Crystal Lasige, our partners, IRA representative of the Chief Executive Officer, the representative of the Chief Executive Officer of IRA, Madam Noela Mutanga, representative of our great partners, Isuzu Limited, Rotary Club of Nairobi, Roto Molding, Safaricom PLC, National Fund for the Disabled, Manu Chandaria. There are so many, and we will give all a chance for them to make a few remarks. But we also have National Council for Persons with Disabilities. I think Nyere is here, and also Kilimanjaro Blind Trust Africa, our good friend Site of Relief, CDPOK, my good friend Atela is here, Asanteni Sana, and our friends from KISE, Institute of Special Education, our friends from Machakos Technical Institute for the Blind, all institutions of the visually impaired people with us, all other institutions, my very honorable visually impaired persons who have decided to be with us today, all protocols observed, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. I want to take this opportunity to welcome all of you on this edition of the International White Cane Day to the Kenya Society for the Blind headquarters, and to really congratulate all of you for a good, deserved walk. Are you feeling good after the walk? Yes. Are you feeling relaxed? Yes. We are very proud to host you and to partner with all of you to celebrate this auspicious day, remembering our symbol of identity, our symbol of mobility, our safety, and that is the white cane. So our lives as visually impaired people revolves around this simple yet unique device that we have. It is what prevents us from many things. And for me, being at Kenya Society for the Blind, and most importantly, at the leadership, it's been a journey. I'm sure before 2018, coming backwards, anybody who went blind and they came to Kenya Society for the Blind, the first thing that they got was a slap of a bill of around 5,000 to buy a white cane. Sasa umepoteza macho, lakini unakuja kuuziwa macho ingine yenye hujui kutumia. And so from 2019, we began a journey to think of how we could make white canes available and accessible to visually impaired people. And towards the early of 2020, coronavirus hit, and we came across partners who we started this conversation. And that's through the Huru Lions Club of Nairobi, with IYouth Kenya, we started a campaign to give white canes to blind persons all over the country, those who needed, and this was done free of charge. And from then, the journey has never stopped. We have had partners like the G4S, who have enabled us send white canes to individuals and institutions all over the country, those who needed. We also, with the Huru Lions Club, did food packages, and with the support also of other partners then. By then, I was the chair of the society, and when I came in, our bigger vision was first to bring a society back to its people.
The Kenya Society for the Blind uses the word blind at the end. It was not started by blind persons, but it's supposed to promote the welfare of the blind. And so without having blind people accept to own these organizations, really made it difficult for it to hold true to that name for the blind. And that's why today I'm very proud that very many visually impaired people are here with us to celebrate their day, because this is their day. And as the Kenya Society for the Blind, we promise and we will keep being the leading agency advocating for all issues of the blind. But at the same time, we remember that apart from those of us who are already blind, we have a bigger role also to prevent blindness. Because those of us who are blind have not been well taken care of, and there are many challenges. So it is not good to also let other people join this divide when they are adults, while you know what life can be for them. So we really want not only to give white canes to Kenyans, but also to teach Kenyans how to use this white cane. And it's in this breath that we are in a partnership with the Christian Blind Mission through the Vision Impact Project of Kenya that is being implemented in 7 counties now, and it will be rolled out in other counties in the near future. And in these 7 counties already, Kenya Society for the Blind has trained community rehabilitation assistants, so that we can see how we enhance the training of the use of white cane, the training of creating awareness on all stakeholders in the communities for them to respect the importance of this simple divide. But from that, KSB does not only work in isolation, because you all know that we don't receive a single coin from the government, despite the fact that we are created by an act. We sustain our activities through forging strategic partnerships, and that's why you see today all these partners led by IRA, who are the main sponsors of this event, have come together to make sure that the gaps that are there can start being filled as we progress. And we believe that this day will enhance giving of white canes. Today we may be in a position to say that we will give over 3,000 white canes. But let's remember, from the statistics, we have over 330,000 visually impaired people, meaning there's still a lot of work to be done, and we are happy that our good Mheshimiwa Isaac Mwaura, who we pray, and we have that belief that he's going to be appointed as one of the visually impaired PS in this new government, as well as our able nominated Senator Crystal Asige. We will sustain this campaign of advocacy and of really promoting the welfare of the visually impaired people, their education, and especially the learners in schools all over the country, so that as we implement the inclusive education, we are able to take stock and give recommendations that will enhance the livelihoods and the well-being of persons with visually impaired. But finally, just to mention, when we have white canes, we are able to go about our businesses, go to employment, go to seek for jobs, but these jobs still are not within our reach as we would have liked. We are still at 1% in terms of implementing the disability employment. There are other companies taking it up. We are seeing Safaricom is making progress, and we would like also the government to make progress. And I know those efforts are going on, but you'd like to see more and more visually impaired people given spaces and opportunities to deliver and to do their best. And today you've seen we've been led by our able band, the Gusa Nafsik band, to walk from Nyayo Stadium to here. These are talented people, as well as those who have entertained us, and they need opportunities. So we keep on asking for our partners, wherever you have opportunities to be entertained, we are second to none. Try us and we will deliver. Thank you very much. I know Senator Honorable Isaac Mwaura may not be with us for long, so I would like to give him these opportunities to make his maiden speech. And then I know he will leave us with Crystal, who will continue the function with. Thank you very much, Honorable Senator, for gracing this International White Cane Day. And I now take this opportunity to invite you to make a few remarks. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon. How are you? You look all great, you people. They are all in white and blue, you know. And I like joking that wengine wanaona mbili mbili, wengine tulikuwa tunasema kitambo wanaona dhika. Hapana, shule ya wasioona dhika. Kwa hivyo wanaona pengine kote isipokuwa wapi? Dhika. You know that joke of ours, eh? I'm very happy to stand before you here today. Samson Wawero, the CEO of the Kenya Society for the Blind, the Chair Angela and the board members that are here present, and Crystal Asige, Senator for Persons with Disabilities in the Senate, the 4th Senate of the 13th Parliament of Kenya, and also the various partners that are here, Isuzu, IRA, Roche, Safaricom, of course, our prime institution, National Council for Persons with Disabilities, and everybody else who is here. Rotary Club of Nairobi, you know, there are many partners that have contributed in one way or another. I think also Roto, if I'm not wrong. And I'm happy that this Kenya Society for the Blind has gotten a new lease of life. And when you look at this new leadership, let's clap for them. They've really done very well. I don't remember any time that I was here at KSB and there were so many people like we are witnessing today. And majority of them are visually impaired people. So for those who say that old is gold, I want to tell you also, new is fresh. Because I see a combination of the old with my friend Solomon Bukhala here, who we were actually employed at KSB the same time. And then the new blood led by Samson Wawero and Ivan Odera. You know, this guy sometimes when he walks around, I think he can see me. He's very confident, Ivan. And of course, a very great, you know, support system around Mr. Kago. I was here when we were opening the new building with the Bishop, Archbishop Makarios of the Orthodox Church. And I've just seen KSB transform. And why is KSB so dear to me? Samson, allow me to give some short history. The first real time that I came to KSB was in the year 2002, around October. It was not a very good time, for those who remember. Aziza Liaka is here. Where is Aziza? Aziza, you must have been around here. And we came here to do some demonstration. To cut a long story short, that KSB has done a lot of work in fighting blindness in this country, and that same organization that I came here in 2002 employed me in 2009 as a program manager for advocacy and reputation services. KSB has, you know, borne so many initiatives. I want to say that it is here at KSB that the Albinism Society of Kenya was also born, and it is still domiciled here, and I'm its chairman. So really, KSB is a mother. And for the last 60 years, this organization has contributed immensely. But going forward, with all of the new partnership, with the new vision, with the new strategic plan, I believe the lives of persons who are visually impaired can only be better under this new regime. Today, we are here to celebrate the International White Cane Day, a very important, you know, device that can be used to demonstrate the independence of those who are visually impaired. Unfortunately, I feel, and this is my humble submission, that we seem to be losing the gains, we as persons with disabilities in society. I'm not very certain, Alex Munyere, my brother, that many Kenyans do understand the importance and significance of our white people. I'm not very certain that we have enough, awareness around the built environment so that someone can move from KSB here, go and get a public transport next to the T-Mall and go to town, get into another transport and be at home and walk back home. I am not very certain without guidance. This week, I participated in an international panel by Google, and we were discussing about the challenges of technology and how blind people are misunderstood. Kenya, we don't have the culture of using dogs as guides, as is in other jurisdictions. But someone from South Africa, a guy called Senzo, was sharing how when people see him with his dog moving around, they say pets are not allowed here. Or sometimes when we are all familiar, ladies and gentlemen, that when a blind person gets into a premise, sometimes people think you are getting in there to beg, isn't it? Yes. And it's a very annoying, habit. Another thing is when somebody wants to talk to you, instead of talking to you, they are talking to the person who you are with. I mean, is it not very annoying? As if we don't understand. For those of us with albinism, people think we don't understand mother tongue. Mwambie, it's very annoying. So we need to do more. And for visually impaired people, amongst people with disabilities, we are usually the first to be in places. Remember, a visually impaired MP was the first to be in Parliament, Josephine Odira Senior, who is a past board member of Kenya Society for the Blind. Maybe one day the first disabled person to be president shall be a blind person. You never know. Isn't it? Now, we have a new administration, and I was very proud some times back when we had the disability forum, which I was organizing. So, which I was organizing together with my brother David Sankok, and the current president came and sat with us for 4 good hours. Chair, you were there, and we had over 20 visually impaired people who attended, and he was very much impressed. So there is an agenda, and I think we need to review the Kenya Society for the Blind so that we make it more modern, and we provide in aid there that government can be giving KSB annual grants to run the programs. So, because these are things can only be done when we are in government, I would want to pray that hiyo maombi yako Samson, Mungu aisikie maombi ya walemavu, so that we are represented in the group of permanent secretaries. Quite a number of people who applied. The appointing authority can choose whether it is Isaac Mwaura or somebody else. We had a dream of being represented in cabinet. Lakini hiyo ilitupita kidogo. But I still believe it's just a matter of time. If it is not us, those of us who will come after us, that we shall set history as having the first cabinet secretary with disability. It is very important. Sometimes people think that these are just positions for whoever is appointed. But take it from me, and Crystal Asige will come and speak after me. It takes a lot of effort. When you are amongst people who are leading the country, they cannot ignore you. If you become a true voice, even when it is not as easy, but they cannot ignore that you are there. As the Englishman said, out of sight, out of mind. So we must keep on pushing. I want to say that this day is great, and I fully concur. I have not seen it being celebrated in a big way for a long time. I don't even remember anyway. But I want to thank the partners that have come on board. Give more money to Kenya Society for the Blind, so that more and more visually impaired people are reached out to across the country. Visually impaired people are the second highest number of the 4.2 million Kenyans with disabilities after those with physical disabilities. And when you empower a visually impaired person, you are actually, buying an insurance into yourself. Why? Because the older we get, the more blind we become. So if you have environments that are more accessible, then it makes a lot of sense to invest in this. It's not just charity work, it's investing in the future. And further to it, there is a new frontier of technology. And my call is that we should not have technology that is making people more blind than enabling them to be more independent. Those of you who are low vision like myself, you concur with me. The more we use these gadgets, the more they're making us more blind. But I believe we have the expertise, and we are calling upon the ministry to ensure that whatever innovations that are made, they can be combined in such a manner that will not injure persons with visual impairment. Finally, is to say congratulations to the parents who are here. I know you work very hard to make sure that your children have a better future. I believe with all that we are doing, they have a guaranteed future. We need to do more in terms of employing persons with disabilities into government. 5% is yet to be properly, attained. We need to do more in terms of the physical accessibility, as I have said, in the built environment. NTSA has a role to play. The roads agencies, the National Construction Authority, and all those, institutions of the State Department of Transport, and of course the implementation of the Kenya Bureau of Standards, minimum accessibility standards. We also need to do more in terms of ensuring that we have preferential procurement opportunities for visually impaired people and disabled people in general, so that people can be economically empowered and enable themselves to live more independent lives. And we also need to do more in terms of the local production of assistive devices such as white case, so that they are cheaper for everybody who needs to afford it. That is very, very important. And of course, we need to have innovation hubs and the Ministry of Industry, so that then we enhance local technology that speaks to our issues. Data is critical. We're in the fourth industrial revolution. It is important that for data, data templates, to have it that one can declare their status of disability, so that that can be used to have, the universal design of products, but also to protect that same very data, so that it is not just mined for economic purposes without accruing benefits to persons with disabilities and the populace at large. So I don't want to say much. Nasema asante sana kwa kunipatia hii nafasi ya kuja kuflag off hii. Tumetembea sana, wengine nilikuwa naona wanahitaji glucose kunywa, lakini sote tumefika hapa 4 kilo. Tujipigie makofi kwa sababu ya hapa. Na pia nashukuru kwa sababu kwa mara ya kwanza nimesikia nikiigizwa, nikajisikia nikijiongea. Wewe Katua, unajua Katua, nilikuwa nimekusahau kidogo. But I think when I was in higher primary or in the lower primary, wewe pale PO Box 8, nimesikia Sakaja hapo ni Waweru, nikasikia Alfred Mutua, ungefanya pia ya William Ruto, hata yeye tusikie vile anaongea. Ama namna gani? I think you should be invited to perform a state house. Uchekeshe watu, si ndio? Si namna gani? Si walemavu tuko na talent, and we have something to contribute to society. When we are saying that we be included, we are not saying because we just want to be pitied. We also want to make a contribution that can also help those who are also not disabled. Asanteni sana na Mungu awabariki. With those many remarks, I don't know whether Collins I should call Crystal, but you'll allow me to leave because I have some other engagements. Lakini niko na nyinyi na sitasema kwa roho, nimekuja kwa mwili. Asante sana. So Crystal? Okay. Oh, I'm told that just Crystal utakuja baadaye, maybe Climate, badala ya kupunguza pumzi hapa. Tupigie makofi Crystal. Na Crystal, she's only in my memory, she's only the 4th blind person to be in parliament. Yeah? The first one was Josephine Senior. Then there was Dr. Okio Kombaka, who became blind while being a member of parliament. Then there was Lynette Nyakeriga, who was only a senator for 6 months, then she was removed. Crystal, I hope you will serve your 5 years. Yeah? Si mnakumbuka nilikuwa nimetolewa miezi 7 last year, na nikarudi kwa maombi yenu. Kaa ngumu, usiogope kutetea walemavu. Mungu awabariki.
Mheshimiwa, can you remind our people that persons with albinism are legally blind?
Oh, Wewe wacha kujitetea hiyo yako. Mtu ambaye anaona urembo wa msichana kweli ni blind.
Asante sana bwana mheshimiwa Mwaura, pigeni makofi tafadhali. Asante sana. When Honorable Mwaura speaks, people always love listening to him. He's that orator. So amongst us, we have an internationally recognized and locally accepted athlete, Bwana Henry Wanyoike. Tafadhali simama na uambie umati umuhimu wa White Cane.
Okay, all protocols observed. Na nyinyi wenzangu wote ambao hawaoni na wenye wanaona, good afternoon. Is it morning or is it afternoon? It is afternoon. Thank you very much for this opportunity. I was not well prepared that I'm going to talk. I just came to support this International White Cane Day. And just like a week ago, I was in Germany when we did an inclusion run, whereby we made a team of people with all disabilities represented, and I'm happy now happening in Kenya. So I'm very grateful kuona nyinyi wote mmekuja kuweza kushirikiana. Ile kitu ambayo niliona na kwenye bwana senator amesema na related senator ni the driving school. We need to involve the driving school. Ndio haya madereva wakituona wanaweza kutambua miti yetu kama venye tunatapeleka huko. Ukiona driver akiona White Cane anafaa kusimama uweze kupita. So hiyo ni kitu ambayo ningeomba tu, hata kama itakuwa tu kwa syllabus ama kwa shule, ndio ile mambo integration iweze kufanyika, ndio watu waweze kusaidika. Ndio kama haitaanzia huko chini, watu wana they just take it for granted, wana assume sivyo. Lakini ikianzia huko shuleni, watoto ikue kwa shule, watu watoto wasome na waonyeshwe hiyo White Cane. And I believe KSB will work with the curriculum ya education iweze kuwa part of the syllabus yenye watoto wanasoma. Ndio ionekane tunaikuwa iko basically waitumie, na tena ile kitu ile nitimiza ni KSB. Tutembelee mashule ambao hata kama wana disability, wote tuwapeleke waweze kuona venye iko, kama venye naonaga Kenya National Library wanapeleka the mobile library kwa mashule watoto wanachange. Hata sisi wacha tupeleke hizi White Cane kwa shule, watoto waweze kutambua umuhimu ya hii kitu. Na even with all driving school tuwapeleke wakae nazo, hata wakiona huko sitawakumbusha, hata kama hawapi, lakini mtu akiona huko sana kuuka hivi yetu hapa kwa hii kazi. Asanteni sana na tujipende jinsi tulivyo. Mimi when I lost my sight 27 years ago, I thought that is end of me. Lakini nikasema kwamba I have to prove to the world that disability is not inability. Sasa pia Henry Wanyoike is not only well recognized in Kenya, but it is in the Guinness Book of World Records. Siria mzuri. Bado hata kwa hiyo kitabu nani wetu hata president wetu Ruto yuko wapi? In that book. Sivyo. Lakini mtu mlemavu wako wapi? Kwa hiyo tunaomba hata sisi serikali yetu iweze kukumbuka na ipatie wenzetu Mwaura kazi, sivyo? Akikimona kwa polisi tutafurahia sana. Ama ni aje hiyo bibi tukuona tuko na team strong ambayo inawakilisha watu wetu. Asanteni sana and have a beautiful weekend. I love you all very much.
Now you know why the Kenyan White Cane has to fly the flag of Kenya internationally on those international tracks. Na miongoni mwetu kunaye mwimbaji Daddy Owen. Aimba masimbe. Owen, umati umeamua.
Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Mko sawa? Naona mko sawa. Mko ready? Lakini usikuja kuimba, mnana nini aje hapa? Mimi nimekuja kusupport, si ndio? Unataka niimbe? Sisi kama DJ yako na ngoma? Ako nayo. Hajezi kosa. Watu wakikosa. Tufanyaje akikosa? Sisi ngoma. Tuko nayo kwa akili. Tarehe kama 7 mwezi wa 7. Miaka zimepita 17. 7 humu duniani nishajipata mimi DJ uko nayo?
Sisi ni ngoma.
DJ uko na mbona hapo? Anasema 1 minute, ndio? So before I parted, kwa majina kama naitwa Owen Mwatia aka Daddy Owen aka Papa Fololo aka Uncle Mutu aka Jelle Pupino aka Mokoto na Ngapo chasing away the evil spirit. Nimefurahi sana on what is happening today because unajua watu wengi by day.
Acha kanikalie kiti yako.
Daddy Owen ni mlemavu.
Tuambie.
Mimi ni mlemavu. Mimi na kuanga jicho moja nilipoteza. Na nilipoteza miaka 20 iliyopita. Na nilipoteza kwa ujana. Mambo mingi haina maana, si ndio? And from there is when I started my musical career. After that we started something called Mbona Campaign. After Mbona Campaign we started Malaika Tribute Awards. Wangapo umesikia Malaika Tribute Awards, si ndio? After Malaika tukaanzisha Malaika Disability Foundation whereby all of us we come together just to get awareness. Watu kama sisi tunatumia our platform, si ndio? To create awareness on what the plight of the person living with disability wanapitia kwa hii Kenya, si ndio? So from there, kama this year December 3rd is World Disability Day. Si unajua December 3rd ni World Disability Day. So as Malaika we are hosting Malaika Disability Walk. Wangapi watakuja? Wangapi watakuja? Pale kutakuwa na muziki, kutakuwa na sherehe, kutakuwa na waheshimiwa na kutakuwa na create awareness on the plight of person living with disability. Si ndio? So now I invite all of us tukutane pale na nimeona watu wengi sana najua hapo wenye nimewaka nao kwa hizi miaka zote nimekuwa kwa hii transition. So DJ, uko tayari? Mtasimama? Hebu simameni tuimbe. Simameni tuimbe. Tuimbe pamoja kila mtu. Hey! Tarehe kama 7 mwezi wa 7 miaka zimepita 17 humu duniani nishajipata sina baba wala sina mama, siwezi enda mbali nikajificha, natoka kujificha najitokeza mimi niko nilivyo, naona gogangu naenda mbali, sijui nifanye nini niende wapi, nifuate nani mimi nimwite nani, mimi niko nilivyo, sioni maana nyinyi mwanikimbia, sioni maana nyinyi mwanidharau, sioni maana nyinyi mwaniepuka. Nataka tuimbe kora sisi wote pamoja, twende basi. Siwasikii. Ati nini? Siwasikii. Wakati Mungu aliniumba, alipanga mpango wake kama mimi niwe jinsi nilivyomwona. Sasa hanikina nini? Ati? Mwaniona kama sifai. Siwasikii. Sikuchagua niwe jinsi nilivyomwona. Nitembea barabarani, macho mmenikazia, mbio mwaniondokea, mimi ni kama makofi ya juu kila mtu twende. Leo ni siku ya furaha. Kwa nini mwanikimbia? Na mimi ni kama tuwe, na mimi ni kama tuwe. Kwa nini atiriri? Matafikia mfetu. Aya nipe weka. Ni kama tuwe, na mimi ni kama tuwe. Kwa nini wanidharau? Kwa nini Yesu. Tuimbe pamoja. Kwa nini? Kwa nini? Mara ya mwisho. Mbona, mbona, mbona. Mbona, mbona, mbona. Nataka wasikie sauti zetu kwa nje tuimbe. Mbona. Ati? Mbona, mbona, mbona. Ati nini? Mbona, mbona, mbona. Mbona. Siwasikii. Kuwatumbuiza. Sawa? May God bless you.
Asante sana mwimbaji wa shughuli hodari. Mmepewa ama mjapewa? Mmepewa mlivyo, sio? Mmepewa mlivyo, kila mtu moja moja. So I want to recognize another special person. Kenya has always been the football world and we've always been represented well. The former Harambee Stars captain Bwana Martin Imbalambala. Karibu sana Bwana Martin. Anakuona na baby. Na mama baby pia ukuje.
Wageni wote wenye wamefika kwa hii sherehe ya leo, mandugu zetu, madada zetu wenye wanaona, na hawa wenzangu wenye hatujalipia token, hamjambo? Kwanza before niongee, watu wengi udhani watu mpofu hatuwezi oa, hatuwezi oa. So niko na sweetheart wangu hapa. Before niendelea, wasalimie. Okay, kwangu mimi ni furaha. Napongeza sana, shukrani zangu ziende Kenya Society for the Blind, National Council na mafans wangu wote wa ball kwa support ambayo mmenipea. By the way, hii ndio siku yangu ya kwanza kuhudhuria White Cane Day, na nashukuru sana wenzangu kwa kunikaribisha kwa hii klabu, ambapo kuja accept na kwa ngumu, but Kenya Society for the Blind na kupitia kwa wife yangu mlinishikilia mkono, nikaona kuwa life lazima iendelee, si mwisho wa maisha. Kitu ya pili, White Cane Day challenge, nataka niulize tu director wetu, White Cane yako unaita jina gani?
White Cane yangu iko na jina na nikiitwa usikonfuse fikiri ni wewe.